Alright, hi everyone, just back here for some more modern action. Hope you're excited. We're going to continue playing our Lurus list, and this is the list I adapted off of Reed Duke's list. So it looks like, without further ado, we're getting into this league here. Alright, and also looks like we won the die roll. So going to be quite happy to be on the play there. Alright, so we don't have a creature in this hand. We could potentially get a Dryad Arbor, but we don't have any Totem Armor. Opponent's on a Yorion deck, so it's likely to be a control deck. I wouldn't mind this hand if this Windswept Teeth was a Slippery Boggle, but it's not, so I'm going to ship it. Alright, this hand looks a decent amount better, and I'll probably look to just bottom one of these Hyena Umbras here. So we'll go ahead and keep this. Hopefully we find our second land source and just curve out really nicely. And hopefully we don't have a really depressingly slow, upsetting game where we can't hit a second land. We will see though. Wooded Foothills and Yorion. That's quite interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and lead off on... I'm thinking Ethereal Armor. I don't think I'll be met by a counterspell here. I think the first aura is free. Okay. So Griffspoon is a nice aura to have. I don't think it's as good as Yorion decks, because normally they've got like their Icefang Coddles and things. Alright, so here comes the Icefang Coddle at sorcery speed. It's quite interesting. Alright, I draw a Rancor, so I'm just going to go straight ahead and jam that Rancor. Start attacking for 5. Yeah, blanked on another land drop, but it's very likely our opponent's going to spend the next turn casting Uro. We haven't seen any description of permission from our opponent yet, so no force of negation or anything. They could be holding mana leaks. The pressure's on them though, because a clock for 5 is pretty aggressive. At any time we could draw, you know, a mana and be playing 2 auras as well. Alright. Alright, so it looks like our opponent's got the Soulherder happening here. They're going to start bouncing this Icefang, drawing some cards, and getting a bit of a clock happening on the Soulherder as well. Alright, we do draw the Temple Garden. So yeah, what better time to cast a Daybreak Coronet than now? I think they would have counted Ethereal Armor or Rancor if they had the Force of Negation. And my opponent was asking, in a format without Liliana, is the deck good? Possible. Alright, so he's conceded the first game. So these Torporobs are going to be good. This seems less like a control deck and more like a Yorion deck. Alrighty. Not sure if I should be concerned about like Cryptic Command or Jace or something. Actually, probably just Gadok Teague out and then worried about like engineered explosives or something like that. Suppression field's still pretty nice. Keen Sense seems a little bit cute to me, and I feel like they're going to have some sort of answer for Core Spirit Dancer, so something like this. The Stony Silence could well be an overboard. Alright, so this hand looks like the nuts. We're going to go ahead and keep it. If we resolve this Torpor Orb, we're in a really, really good spot. Alright, so yep, go ahead and keep this hand. My opponent says there is only 2 cards that interact with me in his 95. Hope you stumble. Yikes. Yeah, so 2 cards in his 95 apparently that interact with me. There's a Noble Hierarch. A turn 1 Hierarch is pretty nice. Fair. Apparently it's a list off MTG Goldfish. So he's tapping for green here without having cast anything. It could be another Mana Dork. Maybe he wants to go green, blue, Ice Fang, land tapped, go. I don't know. Ah, it's Stomping Ground now as well. So like Teamer colors. Maybe still white. Maybe it's 4 color. Wall of Blossoms. Okay, well that's not the scariest thing in the world. Opponent's only got 3 cards in hand. This Wall of Blossoms will draw them a 4th. I'm pretty tempted just to jam the Torpor Orb now, despite the fact that it removes a lot of our aggressiveness. He hasn't really done anything too aggressive, but getting to 4 mana is, you know, like pretty nice. Yeah. Alright, let's just go ahead and jam this Torpor Orb here. And I'm sure they're not going to be too happy to see that. Maybe they've got Nature's Claim or something though. Alright, so he casts the Ephemerate. I think he drew a card with the Wall of Blossoms. Now he can sort of, you know, do it again. But he's not going to get a card draw from it, so there's not much point. Unless the rebound puts it into his hand or his graveyard or something. I don't know. Oh, it stops the card from being exiled, so he can get it back with the likes of his Eternal Witness now, so should he so choose to do that. But he doesn't get the card draw from it. Either my opponent's typing something to me, or they're thinking long and hard about how to win the game. They haven't slow rolled or anything yet, so I wouldn't expect them to start now. So that's white. It looks like they are 3-color, right? We should have known that when we saw the stomping ground, though, because we saw blue-white on the Soulherder last game. So 4-color Soulherder. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I'm going to start off with the Rancor. We can just empty our whole hand this turn. Umbra. The Aura Armor. So no matter what aura he destroys here, we do have 4 power still at the end of it. If he destroys an aura. If not, we're just attacking for 7. Alright, looks like that's GG. We're just way too quick for this Soulherder list. I think maybe if he was running something like Spell Quellers. Maybe if he was running something like Spell Quellers, he could counter my spells and get a bit of value, but that wasn't it. So that's it for the first match of this league. We're going back to just doing the 1 match a day for the weekdays, at least. So just make it a little bit easier for me schedule wise. Alright, and that's a rounded 62, so back up to 62% win rate, and had a nice 1-0 for the league record. Alright, thanks everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one tomorrow.